Today it is time to rebuild one of the most fun teams. You can see the green around me. It is Norwich City, a club that once again has sadly failed. Coming into the 6th position in the championship with 73 points, barely making it into the playoffs and then failing once more. This club was supposed to go up and hopefully hold on to a couple of their best players, but that is not going to happen. Looking at their best performing players from the last season, 16 goals from Sargent, 13 goals from Gabriel Sara, a centre midfielder who also got 12 assists, 25 goal contributions in total, but that man is supposedly leaving now. He has had enough of Norwich City's incapability of going up, and he is potentially going to be joining AS Roma. In the previous summer, it was Atletico Madrid who were apparently interested. This time, it could be AS Roma. And with that, Norwich is going to be losing one of their best players, actually their best player. And it's not only that that's going to happen to Norwich City. They had loaned out one of their players, Solis, over to Düsseldorf in the 2nd division in Germany. And that man blew up. He performed incredibly well and his market value shot up, but they got him for 3.5 million on his release clause now, and Norwich City is also losing out on yet another player who is going to be probably having a great career from this point on. So this rebuild could not come at a better time. They need help. They need motivation to keep going in the championship and potentially finally get back into Premier League football. Let's see if I can make this happen. First of all, let's go through the painful things. Sara leaves, Solis goes, and then others that also have left the team, including Gibson, but there are a couple more. John McCracken, Janulis, McCallum, Danny Bath, and also Sidney van Hooijdonk. All these players are going to be leaving the squad if they haven't already, so keep that in mind. But let's go into the squad itself and realize that without Sara in this team, I've got to be honest, lads, it's not looking that great. Now, Sainz has been quite decent from what I can tell. Sargent has been all right, of course. He has had most goals for this team. Ida was loaned out to Celtic. I believe he had a couple of decent games, but I don't know if he actually is going to be returning to Norwich City and sticking around, or if he's going to leave the team anyways. But generally speaking, looking at this team, it looks like it needs a complete rebuild. Like, if Norwich City don't go out and sign a bunch of players, it's going to be tough. And actually, they did sign someone. They signed someone named Jose Cordoba from the likes of Levski Sofia. But that man is not going to be in the game, of course, because I believe we do not have the Bulgarian league in the game. So that is a bit of a bad one. As you can see, Jose Cordoba is not part of the game. He would have been apparently a centre-back that they signed for 3.65 million. We'll also have to make up for that one. In order to replace Gabriel Sara, we're going after a very talented Greek player. Potentially one of their biggest talents as we speak. A man that has managed to get 14 goals and 9 assists in the past season for PAOK. And he comes in now playing for Norwich City. Giannis Konstantelias, probably you say his name Giannis, I assume. Do you say the G? Let me know, Greek people, in the comments down below. But yeah, he's going to be joining us now as the marquee signing for this season. We have a budget of around 35 million after selling these players. So now we are bringing in for 6.5 Konstantelias to take over the cam position to hopefully grow into a player that can push this team ahead. 4-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot, technical play style on him, 5'10" tall, high attacking work rate. Pretty much the exact player I wanted to have in that cam position now that Sara has left. But clearly there are a lot of other situations that we need to take care of. So the 35 million might end up not being enough, but I'll try. I actually decided, you know what? I don't always buy a lot of Greek players, so why not go for a teammate of the center attacking midfielder that we just brought in so that these guys can feel, you know, somewhat at home when they join Norwich City and have someone they recognize. We are going for Konstantinos Kouliarakis. This guy's pretty talented as a centre-back. He now joins us. I want him to take over this centre-back position. Left-footed, decent amounts of pace, good defending, good physicality, high defensive work rate, low attacking, thank God. I love those types of defenders. And he comes in at 6'1". And again, Kouliarakis and Konstantelias used to play together at PAOK, or still do. So I thought, why not just go for the double swoop? And it worked out perfectly. Both around the ratings that are pretty much beneficial to a team like Norwich and not that expensive. And after both these signings, I still have a bunch of cash left. And I feel like I'm making the right moves so far. 22 million left. And don't worry, I'm not buying any more PAOK players. Maybe. I'm not. Norwich or Norway, it's all the same, right? We are bringing in a man from Norway right now. Leo Østigard, the backup centre-back at Napoli, who has gotten plenty of playtime so that we know he can be a solid option. I thought I want to give him or bring him into a team where he's going to be a starter. So, Leo Østigard, welcome to Norwich. Grant Handley plus 5 million to make this deal happen and to create a new back line. Østigard, amazing physicality, 6 foot tall but 81 physicality on him, 71 defending, an okay amount of pace, power header, which is going to be quite useful, and then we have the slide tackle play style on Kouliarakis. That could be a very nice partnership moving forward, a partnership that I can actually trust in. McCallum, as I said before, is actually one of the players that left Norwich from what I could tell earlier on, so we're going to bring in a new left back for sure. And then I'll be looking into other positions if I still have more money. So, yeah, let's figure it out. A former Twente player who moved across to Turkey to play for Fenerbahce, a team where he hasn't necessarily settled in as a starter. He has had many games that he started initially, but there is just so much inconsistency. Jadon Oosterwolde is pretty much a very talented player, and I wonder what's going to happen with him at Fener in the upcoming season. Can he finally become a starter consistently? But Jose Mourinho has joined them, so who knows. But this guy is a giant left back who can also play in the centre back position. Sam McCallum plus 4 million to make this happen. Oosterwolde is joining us as a left back now. 87 pace, 77 physicality, 6'4" tall, which makes him such a great addition into this Norwich side. In the Championship, you need to be physical, so we're going to really welcome this signing into the club. And honestly, I still have a bunch of money left after making all these signings. I didn't think that I could go out and make this many. I have 12 million left, so I think I'll go for at least one more. And I feel like that right midfield position, Fastnacht, I've looked into his numbers. He hasn't necessarily performed extremely well for the team, so I'm open to getting rid of him and bringing in somewhat of a star into that position. It seems like Sporting Lisbon have brought forward yet another incredible talent. And was it Sporting Lisbon? No, it was Sporting Portugal, wasn't it? But lads, it is Jenny Catamo who is joining us now. A player I've never used before. A player who has been upgraded in his rating and potential all throughout the season. 6 goals and 3 assists for Sporting in this past season. Giannoulis plus 11.5 million to make this one happen. It's an A rating. It's a beast of a player. A 76 rated right winger. Again, a player I've never heard of, but the fact that he's 76 rated, really good potential and really good stats on him excites the hell out of me. Left-footed, 4-star skill moves. I have to admit, I haven't seen this guy play once, so this was a surprise to me when I found him. So if you guys have any information about Jenny Catamo from Mozambique, by the way, which is amazing, I love that. So give me that information in the comments down below. 6 goals and 3 assists, even though he hasn't necessarily started every single game for Sporting in the past season, is quite impressive if you ask me. Actually, we sold a couple more players to bring in this man, Gendry. He is joining the team. It's probably Gendry or something like that. He's French, and he has a real face, and he has his neck tattoo on him as well. So we're bringing in a man that actually looks like he does in real life. Very impressive. He joins us from Lecce, though, in Italy. And he does have very good rating on him. He comes in with a 73, 81 pace, 75 physicality, 23 years old, 5'10" tall, with anticipate on him as well. Very happy about this signing, as I wanted to bring in a little bit more competition into that right back position. It's going to be Gendry against Stacey. Gendry has the physical side on him, but He will have to learn the rest, the passing, the dribbling, the defending, in order to actually get past Stacey. So I really like the fact that we have a little bit of a battle in that right back position now as well. But generally speaking, this defense has become a lot younger. The only man to remain is Angus Gunn, who I believe is actually the starting goalkeeper for Scotland. Hopefully I'm not mistaken there. We literally have £4 left in the budget as we approach the end of the season. And lads, we're up against Leeds United in the playoff finals. Yes, this team has managed to get quite far. Let me show you in the championship. 4th position, better than in real life, of course. 81 points, better than that as well. 8 points better than Norwich did last time around. And we are looking at a side that has some really good ratings all around now. Sargent on a 77, Constantilia 78. Lovely stuff, 5-star, 5-star now. Science has grown a lot. He has gone up to a 76, which is very impressive. Katamo on an 80. He is ready for Premier League football. Nunez is unhappy. I don't know why. McLean on a 73. Osterwolde, Kulierakis, Ostigard, and Gendry all growing nicely and making sure that this defense stands strong. Now, is it strong enough to beat Leeds United and get Premier League football already? I don't think so. But if these guys still pull it off, that's going to be so impressive. So Norwich City, with all your youngsters and your talents, are you going to win or are you going to fail again? Let's see. It is going to be... Oh no, on penalties. 5-4 on penalties. Leeds United goes through and Norwich once again fails to get promoted. But at this stage, at least, we are looking at a team that looks like it could stick together, that looks like could grow into something special. So failing in the playoffs there might actually be a blessing, because next time around when we get into Premier League football, if we improve that midfield, we might be in a situation where a bunch of our players are around the 80 rating, above the 80 rating, and that is going to change everything. So Norwich, don't worry, it's going to be fine. Stats-wise, whoa, okay. No wonder Borja Sainz grew by +5. 28 and 8. How the hell did that happen then? Sargent 24 and 4, impressive. Katamo 11 and 8. Very good stuff. Constantelias needs to step it up a little bit. 6 and 5 is not good enough from that cam position, but very impressed with the performance of some of these players. Season 2 coming up. For the midfield revamp, I am initially going for someone that is going to be playing on the defensive side. It is Hugo Guillamon from Valencia. He has been known for being a very talented player for a while now. Rowe plus 4.5 million is the deal I had to make in order to bring him into the team. And he comes in as a 75 rated player with a 4-star weak foot, so he can easily play on that left center defensive midfield position for us. He doesn't necessarily have the pace or the shooting, so he's going to be doing defense only. Basically, look at him like the Palhinha of Norwich City. Talking about Palhinha, by the way, he has apparently signed for Bayern Munich. I'm so excited about that signing because we have been needing that destroyer in the squad for a while, and Olise is joining as well. Lads, I'm telling you right now, watch out for Olise at Bayern Munich. I truly believe that he is potentially going to be our best player in the upcoming season. There, I said it. I might be interpreting too much into his stats and how he's been performing and what I've been seeing from him, but Olise at Bayern Munich, if he can perform like he has done for Crystal Palace and carry over those stats into the Bayern team, guy's going to have a ton of goals and assists. Now it is time to bring in another midfielder. This time someone that can do both attack and defense ideally. We are looking at Andy Diouf joining us from Lens, a team that has created a lot of decent talents in the past, and now he's going to be taking over the position of Nunez. Nunez, mate, he has been one of the most frustrating players I've watched at Norwich. I had his card on So Rare, hence why I know a lot about him, and Gabriel Sara as well. But bro, this guy, so much pain I've suffered on the fantasy football side because he just sucks. That's just the God's honest truth. So lads, yeah, Nunez, I'm gonna go ahead and let go. He is talented, don't get me wrong, but I just don't see him ever really making it on the big stage because he's so inconsistent. He might prove me wrong. I would love to see that happen. But now, Diouf, look at those stats. I mean, this guy's incredible. him and Guillamon. Guillamon doing the defending and Diouf taking the ball forward. I love that. Actually, we need to switch these guys around. I'll make sure Guillamon is a CDM and the other one is a center midfielder. But I really like the setup that we have created now. And I'm just thinking, maybe, just maybe, I don't want Sargent to be the main guy in the Premier League for us. So for now, he's good enough. But as we all know, in the Premier League, I do believe we need a better striker than Sargent. Well, we lost 2 games this month. That's not a good... Oh, okay. We dominated in April. Well, let's take a look at... Okay, Norwich is going up as champions of the championship. First place ahead of Luton Town, Southampton, Sheffield, Burnley down there in 8th. Not looking good at all. Our team has done it, which is very impressive because our goalkeeper is not necessarily the best. 77 rated, he's not growing anymore, 29 years old, but the rest of the team has been looking very solid. Katamo, 85. Constantelias, 82. Signs up to an 81. The growth in some of these players has been outstanding, but as we go up into the Premier League, one thing is clear. This bench is not going to be good enough, so we definitely need to sign a bunch of players without utilizing some of our players in the swap deal, so we can drop them down to the bench. That should be the plan, and going into the Premier League, we obviously will be getting a lot of money. Katamo, 26 and 12. Signs, 22 and 8. Once again, outstanding season from him. +5 in growth. I genuinely did not think Borja Sainz would be this good, but man, he's performing, so why change? Sargent, 14 and 5. Not good enough for me. I would have sold him anyways, but now I have even more reason to do so, or at least drop him to the bench and keep him as a really good backup. And then others have performed quite decently as well. Constantelias, 5 and 7. I feel like it's going to be one of those cases again where he just doesn't do well all the time, statistically speaking. But after all, in one of the seasons, he just blows up and comes up with 30 goal contributions. That is what I'm expecting, but very happy about this. Norwich City is on the up. Premier League football now. We are bringing in a top striker. Georgia Rise Up. George Mikutatse. Wow, I messed that up big time. He is joining us right now. George Mik. But anyways, he joins us now as a great striker, lads. Sargent, I don't see you leading the line. I see this man leading the line. 85 pace, 82 shooting, 75 passing, 86 dribbling on him, 4-star skill moves, technical play style. Look, don't get me wrong, at Ajax, things didn't really work out for him at all. Robbie took over his position and it wasn't even a debate. But at the Euros with Georgia, he showed once again what type of talents he has. And in the right team, that doesn't necessarily need a tall striker, but needs someone like a Lautaro Martinez type, who is smaller but really good at dribbling and also finishing. Why not? Mikutatse now joins us with an 81 rating, and he'll be battling it out against Sargent for that position. That is a very welcome battle, and I still have a little bit of money left, but not necessarily that much, to be honest. I was only given a budget of 50 million, and I think Mikutatse cost me like 30 something. A big man stepping up for Hradecki many times last season for Bayer Leverkusen. A very talented goalkeeper who is joining us right now. Matej Kovar is the one I'm going for. Angus Gunn, I appreciate you, but we need someone that can really be on that Premier League level. He comes in with an 80 rating. He is 6'5", and even stepped up for the Czech Republic in one of the games where the goalkeeper actually, I think hurt his shoulder. It looked terrible, but he comes in now as a cross-claimer. Kovar is going to take this defense to the next level, and he will keep growing alongside the team. And that was a very important thing to me, because we need to avoid relegation and ideally get into the top 10 as fast as possible. I'd be surprised if this team manages to pull it off straight away, though. Well, I want a top 10. I got a top 10. Norwich in the 7th position, 59 points. Very impressive, but the fact that the league winners have only 74 points shows me that it was a very contentious season. A lot of teams did quite well to be close and in and around that number, but in the end, it's Spurs lifting a trophy without Harry Kane. Oh well, lads, let's take a look at the team. Mikutatse, 84 rated. Constantelias, 85. Katamo, 89. I mean, already, I cannot wait to use this player. He is going to be insane, isn't he? Guillamon and Diouf holding down that midfield. Very solid looking. Sainz on an 84 at this stage. The big surprise from the Norwich original squad. The only one really still around. And then we have the rest of the defense looking very solid. Not insane amounts of growth, but good enough. And then Kovar going up to an 83, which is important. Now, hopefully next season, we can actually fill up the bench. This season, I didn't have enough money. But getting ourselves the 7th position surely will get us a decent amount of money, because we will be getting European football, probably Conference League if I'm not wrong. Katamo with 16 and 6. Mikutatse 15 goals in the Premier League. Pretty good stuff there. Sainz with 11 and 6. Constantelias 8 and 5. Is that the most goals he scored so far? I think it is. And then the rest of the team obviously trying to get in as involved as they can. But this team is going somewhere. First season in the Premier League, straight away getting to European football is extremely impressive. But there is still a long way to go. I've decided to go in for a new centre-back. I want to bring in a little bit of competition in there, and it is going to be Lucas Beraldo, the very talented Brazilian centre-back from PSG, is going to be taking over right now. Now, it doesn't mean he's going to go straight into the starting 11. This is an 80 rated, very talented left-footed centre-back joining us. Obviously, he's not higher rated than Ostigard or Kulyarakis, so it will be a battle for that position between these lads, which I really welcome, because obviously we do need some very, very strong backups, and I spent 30 million to sign this lad. Now, up next, I think I need a backup for Constantelias. And this will be the final transfer of the season. It is Claudio Echeverri, formerly River Plate, now Manchester City, joining us for 23.8 million. I ain't got no more money left. And he comes in with a rating of 78. Okay, not outstanding, but perfect to be a backup for Constantelias. Lots of pace, amazing dribbling, no playstyles really. Okay, 3-star, 3-star, 5'7" tall. He's going to be the short one that can dribble past everyone. That is what we're looking for in Echeverri. And with that, the bench has gotten a lot stronger, and we can go and play some European games. Manchester United have amassed quite a team, and we're going to be up against them in the FA Cup final. Højlund, Cherki, Sancho, and of course, Mason Greenwood is part of the squad as well. At the back, Mendy, De Bast, Martinez, Dest, Yashari, alongside Goretzka, Onana in there too. Can we beat that team to win a major trophy, the FA Cup, with our squad with a 92 rated Katamo, by the way? But here it goes. Norwich loses. Sancho, Greenwood, and Sancho again. Manchester United take away a title from right in front of us, and we are kicked out of the FA Cup. Now, the question is, of course, in the league itself, 5th position. I was hoping for a top 4 finish, but we will take that and learn from it. We have, let's say, at least 2 more seasons to grow this team into a ridiculous squad, and that is necessary. Beraldo has gone up to an 83 and taken over the position from Kulyarakis, by the way, who now turns into a really good backup. We still need to improve the bench, but the starting 11 looks very good at the moment, and I'm very happy with every single one of these players. Let's take a look at the stats, though. In terms of stats, we are looking at Constantelias 19 and 8, Katamo 16 and 17, Mikutatse only 29 games, but 16 and 12 for him. He has gone up to an 86 rating. I mean, this team should have qualified for Champions League football. It didn't. It's okay. Next season, that's the big target. How about a new midfielder? Warren Zaire-Emery. This guy is some talent, bro. Honestly, PSG without Mbappe might still look good. He is coming in at a record fee of around 92.5 million, making him the marquee signing of this new season and dropping Diouf onto the bench as a very good backup. But Zaire-Emery comes in with 81 pace, 78 shooting, 81 passing, 84. I mean, everything above 80. This guy is nearly Hullet gang. We just need to work on his shooting. He's incredible. He will take our game to the next level. Compared to Diouf, he's only lacking in passing, and the rest he is better in. And Diouf dropping to the bench is going to be a great option for multiple positions in this team for Guillamon and Zaire Emery, either as a CDM or a centre midfielder. So let's go ham this season and get top 4. Oh, this was a good season. FA Cup, we win it. Premier League, we win it. And then the Europa League. We have won that one too. 3 trophies for Norwich as they go into Champions League football with an amazing team with unbelievable ratings all around. It took us long enough. Now we're going to be taking this team to the next level with Miko Tatse on 36 and 8 and the rest performing as well. Give me Champions League football now. We beat Juventus. We're beating Real Madrid. And we're beating them 6-1. Wow, this Norwich team is nuts. And after that, it is a win against AC Milan. 4-2 on aggregate. Incredible stuff from this team. We're going to step up against Barcelona in the Champions League final. Lads, let's take a look at the team here. Miko Tatse, 92. Konstantelias, 91. Sainz, 91. Katamo, 96. Are you kidding? I mean, I guess we should give the captaincy to Sainz as he's the only one left here. Zaire Emery and Guillamon, 90, both of them defensively. I mean, yeah, this team is more than ready. Diouf, 88 rated on the bench. Kouliarakis, 84. I want to see the stats, man. Let's take a look at it. We didn't win the FA Cup this time around. It's fine. In the Premier League, we came in first. 81 points right at the end, I guess. GG's. Well done. Norwich wins it again. Stats-wise, here we go. We have 38. 32. These two lads are ready for this Champions League final, and so am I. Barcelona, let's see what you got. Vitor Roque, Bakayoko, Ferran Torres, Fermin Pedri, Pau Prim. Okay, interesting team to say the least. Lots of changes in defense. Hopefully we can sort it out. The tactics are set. We are ready to go. It is the 4-2-3-1 formation, the one that keeps on working, the old reliable one. No Gabriel Sara, no incredible Solis back at Norwich. It is a completely new side that we built from the ground up. 2 seasons spent in the championship. It was all worth it though. This is the moment where these lads have to step up, and Katamo, I cannot wait to see how well he plays. Whoa, that would have been some pass. Oh, that is a badly timed tackle. Oh, Ostergaard, I thought you had that one, buddy. This Barcelona side is dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Penalty. I can't believe it. I thought I'm going to put in a good tackle. Vitor Roque. Bottom right. Yes! Let's go! Sainz. Miko Tatse. Oosterwolde running. Oosterwolde, the left back, running away from Araujo. Can he score? No, he cannot. And we cannot pick up the pieces as well. So close. Nice. Big steal by Oosterwolde. 6'4" for a reason. Beautiful pass into Miko Tatse. Oosterwolde, you're the best. You are the best, mate. He is unbelievable. Miko Tatse, great run. Amazing finish. Good way of holding off Araujo. But Oosterwolde, man, he's my favorite so far in this team. What a monster of a player. A 6'4" tall left back. Quite useful moving forward. Incredible physicality and an eye for a pass. What more do you need? I don't like this. Oh, no, I do not. Oh, come on. 79th minute. That's a goal that we concede. Vitor Roque gets lucky. He can't believe it himself. How the hell does he score that? Come on, keeper. Kovar saves a pen, but then bottles it there. That really is painful. Time for a couple of changes. Kouliarakis, Diouf, and of course, we are bringing on Sargent. Hopefully, he can make something happen. Sargent. Sainz making a beautiful run in behind the defense. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. This is your chance to become a hero. Are you kidding? Really? What is he doing? What is he doing? Kouliarakis! Nah, man. You're joking. We're going into pens. Zaire Emery. 1-0. Oyarzabal scores. Sainz. Top left, baby. Ferran Torres. Down the center. Oh, no. Konstantelias. Down the middle, easy. Kovar. Going left. Sargent subbed on for this moment. Okay. Come on, Kovar. Come on, Kovar. I was going to... What the hell, man? Diouf. Subbed on. Scores. Kovar. No. Katamo, 96 rated, buddy. Let's go. He scores, and I will save this. I'm telling you right now. Closed eyes. Bottom left. No. Gendry. Top left. Easy peasy. Come on, Kovar. Come on, Kovar. Davies. Yes! We win it all! Kovar makes another penalty save, and it is all done. A penalty shootout for the ages. Norwich City lifts the Champions League trophy. And Borja Sainz is going to be lifting that trophy. The lighting green was turned on, and now the city is going to be covered in yellow and green. Norwich lift the trophy. Thank you guys so much for watching. I had a ton of fun once again with Norwich, and I'll catch you on the next one. Have fun watching the Euro matches today. Hopefully some good ones. Take care and peace.